Well, basically, a course rep represents students on that particular person's course. So, for example, I study hospitality and tourism, so I will be representing all the hospitality and tourism students in my year.
Course reps are sort of like the first point of call for students on their course, for problems, issues, compliments, comments, and what course reps do is kind of consolidate this sort of plethora of feedback and then feed that to the academic staff, both positive and negative.
I believe it's important so that the student has a voice that can be heard.
The whole process is like an experiment, and the only way things get better is if you experiment. And so you need somebody to convey that, you need somebody to be a buffer between the student body and the faculty.
The basic best quality that a course rep needs is being able to listen. You can actually listen to the questions that the students are raising, but also listen to the answers that are being given by the university and the academic staff.
You know, you have to learn how to behave in meetings with the faculty, with other course reps.
At the end of the day, everyone in the university wants you to get a good degree, and being a course rep is sort of being able to facilitate that feedback and being able to communicate it effectively. And I think being able to talk to the academics and basically keeping that channel of communication open at all times is something that's very key to being a good course rep.
Not a lot, but the time that you do invest is significant, I think.
On average, I would say 2 hours per week, because there were weeks that no demand was made of me. There were weeks that I put in more than 2 hours.
So most of the time was spent just answering emails and saying to students, yes, I'll raise that at the next meeting.
You learn a lot of people skills, first of all, because you interact with so many different people. You learn, you know, how to be respectful, not just of people, but their culture, their background. You know, if they have any communication problems, you learn to deal with that.
Another thing that I use a lot is the various levels of communication you learn as a course rep, whereas it can be quite colloquial and informal with students presenting it to academics and your department team. Is actually quite formal, and it's really good experience to have, having that sort of formalised role in which you can talk about student ideas on a higher level.
You have to learn to listen, because a lot of the times as a student, your bias can creep into what you're trying to feed into the faculty because something happened to you and it becomes very personal. But you have to realise that you're representing not just you but an entire student group.
We had meetings with the course rep coordinator who was able to give us ideas of what we needed to do as a course rep.
The fellow reps are always there and available support and to help you along.
You get support from the faculty because they realise how important you are for feedback. So it's a really good support system altogether.
I would say if it's something that you're interested in, absolutely 100% go for it, because it is such a fulfilling experience, and it's a good opportunity for you to build up confidence in yourself, and it's a really good chance to meet people and talk to people that you wouldn't talk to normally, because as a course rep you kind of have to represent the views of your course, and that's not just your friendship group on the course. It's a really good opportunity to get to know other people and actually have a really positive impact on something and leave a legacy. Like I said just now, you know, I'm gone, but the changes we suggested are still there. And it's a wonderful thing to be a part of, and I would really suggest it.